I see the look on their faces when I actually didn't make Idanotopia. I promise you they love it. I promise you, although guess what? I promise you with my actual voice memos, I want to be able to go just keep uploading content, and guess what I do? I promise you, I just keep uploading content all the way with my voice memos, and then I delete them eventually when time is fit. But I'm making sure that I can go and upload 100 episodes at a time, and then I focus on delivering content like that, so I can go and deliver and have this momentum going all the time in everything I do. And then I focus on making sure I have more than enough success all the time to succeed and study upon something that's actually helping me to succeed. So what helps me to succeed is information products about everything. So when I look at different people and different aspects of life, I see the information products. But that's the whole point. I mean, the whole point is understanding straight away how I feel. And how I feel is understanding if you want to touch somebody who is your wife or husband or having a photo, then guess what, Broshi? Because you understand that, Broshi, it's more how you feel. And you feel that no matter what, you want to have some pleasure here. I mean, sense, so if you want to touch your wife or husband whenever you want, then it's because you want pleasure from them. I mean, sense, which that's what it is. So if you need to touch your kids or something like that, then it's because you want pleasure from them. Which it is. I understand, and now I understand that if you want to touch other people, then it's because you want pleasure from them. When you want some comfort from them. I understand. I mean, guess what? Proshi, make sure I understand that what's amazing is never try to touch other people first, but go and just touch yourself in a way that you're touching your words only. And then from that point, understand that anyway, that if your wife or husband wants to have sex with you, then you go have sex with them. But otherwise, forget it. I understand? I mean, otherwise, just delay and delay and delay is the best way. I mean, understand? And that's how it is. I mean, understand? We never be a desperate one. We never be desperate for sex and stuff like that. I mean, in a sense, so what you want to do is you want to focus on your life in a way that you're moving forward, and you want to make sure that you're promoting your unknown mother nature and whatever it is in terms of your life over here. You can go and dwell upon helping yourself to succeed. So what I want to do now is I want to understand straight away to just go and do my music production, because I feel that my nice and beautiful music production now can be done, and I go and create my nice and beautiful music track now in a different way, and I go and export this content over here. I make sure I extract the folder, and I go and start my nice and beautiful energy music track first, and then I focus upon doing my actual Dinotopia track now, and then I go back into Zonify and go and do something around Zonify quickly, and then I paste and simply just go and make the mini mix and everything. I have the mini mix of Zonify already. I make sure I make the mini mix over here with Dinotopia, which is my energy mix. And now guess what? With the Dinotopia with my mini mixes, I want to create energy mix only. I want to only create an energy mix of my Dinotopia. And what does that say? I realize it just says that energy music for me is more. So what I do is I move up and I just let it be that way. I move up and I move into energy music with my mini mixes. A little bit that way. I make a little mini mix of all Daniel Lvovich content. That way I'm moving forward quickly. And I understand that. See guys, so I never care if other people never come to my festival and events. And I never care if they come or come. I never care if they come or never come to my festival and events. Because I'm just like that. I'm just doing different aspects of life. I never need a cigarette, but I'm not saying how I'm overcoming cigarettes. I'm overcoming life itself. I'm making sure I'm moving ahead of the game. I'm making sure, anyway, what I want to do is I'm learning very quickly upon how other people are viewing me over time. And they can say whatever they want about me. But what I'm doing now is I'm focusing on a greater way of life. And now a greater way of life of what? I'm making sure that I'm looking for a better way. But as soon as I download a zip folder, I press the show in folder button in terms of my downloads folder, and I remove the downloads folder always from my actual menu in terms of my actual websites over here with my Lenovo laptop. So I can go and have 3 maximum websites going, and then I make sure that I go open a Dinotopia where I did always extract the file, and I only ever keep the extracting file of my Dinotopia or anything that's my image in terms of my nice beautiful life over here, which is my word I only, and I have everything I ever need with my word I, and then I focus on opening all my content, and I make sure that I can go and deliver content. So what I want to do is the intro here is something that I want to create a mini mix first of energy music, and then I want to make my chill mix. I'm I'll make the chill mix. I'll first make the energy mix, and then the chill mix, and then the intro mix version. Now, then I make the mini mix, and then I understand the vinyl version is already done. And the 6-minute mix version, first I make all the 3-minute mixes, and then I make the nice and beautiful 6-minute mix, and then I make the mini mix, and then a little bit away. I make sure how I understand straight away that once I make the 6-minute mix, then I make the 9-minute mix. And then from that point, I'll let it be that way. Move on quickly. I'm looking into my folders over here, and what I do with this nice and beautiful folder is I change it up. I change everything up in my actual designs of all my folders, of all my music tracks are all different. And it's all different compositions of everything. I'm learning along the way how to do that, and it's little scraps of everything. But I'm understanding how to DJ now in different ways. I'm understanding how my music is happening. So as my music happens, I can see straight away how I feel. And how I feel is I grow myself differently. And as I understand straight away how people feel, I can see how I involve people always in what I'm doing. And that way I have to. And I feel that no matter what, I never want to give them my time anymore. I don't want to give them my time especially. I want to hold that time for myself because it's more valuable for me than them. You understand? I feel that way. That's how it is. I see Jesus Christ says that I value my time more than them. And that's it. So what I do now is I just go and open this over here and make a different energy mix very quickly. And what I want to do is I want to start off with a dinosaur vocal. I want to start off with a dinosaur vocal over here with the energy mix. And what I need to do is download a sound effect of a dinosaur vocal over here. And then I want to make sure that anyway, what I do is with that, I want to make sure that it just goes into the energy form. Or else this one here goes into the energy format. And since that's the case, making sure I'm learning very quickly upon what I need to do. And now here, Danny's a star. I'm a star, baby. Now, what I do now is I focus on something different over here. But that's the whole point. I mean, you have to focus on helping your life to succeed. So I have everything I ever need over here, man. I mean, wow, look at this. I see to ask Jesus Christ to see this. Or else I open my folder and everything's here. See, wow. Wow. I mean, that's something, man. I mean, that's professional. And now what I want to do is I want to create my nice and beautiful energy mix. So what I do is I create certain aspects of my energy mix over here. So I want to just go and overlay something. So as I go and create my energy mix, I'm looking to see exactly what I can do over here. So actually I have to get the kick. I have to understand the kick is always pumping in a way that it's nice and beautiful, but that's the whole point, yeah? And the whole point is make a nice and beautiful mix for yourself where you can see where everything is. And as I do that, I see to ask myself to do better. And now what I want to do is I can see my mix over here. So I just go and grab myself this nice and beautiful mix first. I make sure I can go and grab this mix. And I go and start my mix like this first, where I can go and understand straight away to just do that. And I get that mix there, and make sure that no matter what that mix is something that starts off the actual contents. So as I do that, I succeed differently. I make sure I just go and cut it in different ways, making sure I'm using all of this over here to succeed. So as I'm understanding straight away how that feels, so I'll create a time marker there and make one time marker here. Make one time marker in this situation here, and make sure that this nice and beautiful time marker here is something where I nicely go and make my music mix happen like that. And what I do is I just extract it. I extract the whole piece over here and I say, hey, come with me. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. Say, hey, say, come with me over here. Say, come with me. I make sure. I say, that's funny. Thank you. Alright, anyway, I go and do this over here. And I create my beautiful mix just underneath the actual music track. And I make sure that it's in grid lines. I make sure that my music track is always starting in grid lines. So I do whatever it takes in terms of, I do whatever I can to make sure that it's in a grid line. So I place it into step mode and just place everything into a grid line. And that way it starts off in a better way. So what I do now is make sure that since that's the case, I can just remove the middle part of this track over here. I can remove the middle part of the tracks over here, but the thing is, at first, I want to just make sure that no matter what, I can go place everything into beat mode now. But as soon as you place everything into grid lines, then you can place everything into beat mode. Then it actually goes into the grid line anyway. And that's always the case. But is it really? Well, she has to be. Well, she has to be that it goes into its own grid mode. So let's have a look at it here. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that since that's the case, it's always in beat mode. I can see it's in beat mode. So what I want to do now is I want to make sure that I can place my music track somewhere around here to make sure I have more enough success over here. I have more enough success over here. I'll move on. I'll go and get this one here. And this one's something different here. And it's all different. It's all different in terms of how everything's working. But what I do here is I focus upon helping myself to succeed differently. Make sure I can go and copy and paste this one. So I'm placing time markers. I place time markers where I need them. And that's the whole point, guys. Now, as you go and grow yourself differently, then you have to show people different aspects of what you're doing. So just go and really place time markers everywhere in terms of what you need, in terms of where you need them in life, and then just go and make a little quick track, which is just 3 minutes long. Make a little quick track, and that's it. Brush it small. Just show them all the elements really quickly, and that's what you're doing. I mean, you're just showing them all the elements of your music track, and just learn how to do that for yourself. So I'm making sure anyway that what I do is I can see how that is the case here. Alright, now what I want to do is I focus upon understanding that since I have that musical track note right here, making sure that what I do is I can go and get this track over here. And I can make sure that I can go and just deliver content in ways that's helping me grow personally. And just focus on helping myself to deliver content is what I'm doing. And then I focus on just delivering everything together, and then I connect it together. And I say, nope, I need this track over here, I need this track over here. Make sure that no matter what, it's all working together for myself. And I highlight the top of the screen. And once I highlight the top of the screen, I make sure that no matter what, that you guys can straight away see what I'm doing right here. So as I go and do that, I make sure that no matter what, I have more enough success here to go and just connect everything together. Like everything's different always. I mean, everything's going differently for me. But I make sure that I make it 3 minutes long, and I make sure I show all the elements over here. So I want to see what element this is. So as I go and grow myself differently, I make sure I talk to you while I'm doing everything. And that's the whole point, guys. So what I want to do is I want to focus on just helping myself to succeed. Is the whole point. I mean, the whole point is making sure I have more enough of success and vigor over here to see exactly what's going on over here. So what I do is I see my nice beautiful track needs to work. And why is that? Well, she has to work. Although guess what, bro, it's more how it is, isn't it? I mean, if you're making a track over here and you're making a music track, then guess what I can do over here? I mean, that's the only case of scenario where I can understand how to make this happen. So the whole point for me now is to make sure that I have more enough success to go and deliver content. But as I make content over here, I'm making sure that I can see straight away that this one here is a nice and beautiful content remark. So I have to go and nicely be able to go and record my nice and beautiful content over here. So as I record my content, I realize how I feel about life. But how I feel is a better way, always. And I make sure that I have to be in a desktop of my actual FL Studio to be able to go and make that content happen. But that's the thing, man. I mean, the thing is, right now, I'm understanding something. I'm understanding how I feel, and how I feel is different. But what I do now is I'm understanding that this over here is a WAV file. I realize this is all WAV files over here. And that's all different. I realize it's all different over here. But what I do is I move on very quickly, and I make sure that no matter what, I can see how that is. But what is happening here, I understand. I can see it's playing, but is it really playing? I mean, it's really how it is, huh? Make sure that no matter what, I can see straight away how it is. But the thing is about this time of day, if you understand straight away how your nice and beautiful synths and everything in terms of modules has to be playing, so what I do is I go and see exactly what I need to do to succeed over here. I mean, guess what? I mean, there's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do this. I mean, instead of actually doing that, I want to actually restart the program. I want to restart everything, and I want to just work on the part where it is, and I just want to take away from the track from there. And that's already done for me. And that's already done for me. And I do that from now on. I do that from now on. And I see that straight away. I see exactly what I need to do. And now I understand straight away how I'm moving forward with my communication here. I'm doing something different now to help myself move forward. So what I have over here is I have a track over here where it's already playing at a certain interval, and it's already done for me. So what I do is I move on from that actual, in terms of actual piece of music, and I go and make something new. I make something new for myself. I'll go and restart, and I'm making sure I'm learning quickly upon what I need to do. But as I go and learn quickly about my nice and beautiful music, I want to make sure that it's nice and beautiful in a way that it's learning. But my zonified energy track approach, it's excellent. I can see it's excellent, and I'd rather just let it be that way. Well, it's more how it is, and how it is, I understand that I just go and do the nice and beautiful task manager here to close the program of FL Studio. And as I do that, I move on. I make sure anyway that what I do now, I see Audacity is playing, but I move on, I cross it out. I go and close down the actual Audacity as well. I move on from that. I'll go and open up my files again. Open up the files again. I can see straight away to just do that. And that way I'm learning quickly about making all my music in pattern mode. I want to make all my music in pattern modes, and I'm understanding how that feels. So every single time I'm focusing on making sure how beautiful it can be to just place a MIDI keyboard or any kind of, let's say, track file and make it be in pattern mode with each other in different ways, which just we select that part and it goes into a next FLP file with all the other FLP files or tracks that you want, and just one fucking pattern, and it just goes into one pattern that you want it to be. It's something beautiful. But right away, as a technology software, is something that people have to make. I realize there's always a way, but you have to extract that software somehow, and you have to make a function to be able to do that. Which is very easy. Which as soon as you can do it, which you can do anything then. I mean, go and really grab yourself all the nice and beautiful success in the world today to make sure that you're growing yourself quickly. While you're doing everything online, I mean, you're just making sure that no matter what, you have more enough success today in life to make sure that you're learning how to promote yourself and other people. I just go unsplash images. See, unsplash images over here is something different, where I'm always going to photos where I can go and promote Mother Nature, for example. And as I promote Mother Nature, I'm always looking for that nice beautiful tone of life that helps me grow. But that's what I feel, and what I feel is a great way of life because of that. Because I see beautiful photos, and because I see beautiful photos, I can see straight away how life is, and life is different always. But life has to be different, guys. I mean, life has to be something that you admire, and you have to admire life differently to be able to go and see something that's actually working. So whatever's working for you is something that's actually doing better. So focus on making sure that you're doing your content in ways that's helping you move forward. So I'm understanding straight away how I can see different parts of compositions of trance music, and I can learn something new from that. But what I want to do now is I straight away see exactly that. I want to see, is it playing? I'm seeing over here what's going on. I see this one over here. See, it's something that has to play in the background. But why? Well, why is the pad never working, huh? And that pad's never working for me, mate. Well, first of all, that's what I want to do over here is I want to see why is it muting and why is it never working, huh? Or else now, because of that, I want to see straight away what is going on around here. And this is a 3D filter. I mean, let's have a look. Let's have a look, huh? let it be. I'll let it be. I'm looking to see exactly why my music is never playing over here. See the synth adventure. See what's in actual over here. See what's the actual synth over here. See that's different, huh? See it's a kickstart over here. See effects channel. See what's going on around here. See now that's different, huh? So what I want to do is I want to check exactly why is that. I mean why? Huh? I mean guess what? First it's more how I feel. So I have to just go and see exactly why is this now working. I mean where? Let's have a look at this, huh? I'll let it be that way. I'll make sure that I can go and see exactly what's happening over here. But that's the track right there. I mean that's something where I can use just a WAV file. I can use just a WAV file over here to go and do that. But guess what, Brush? It's much more of a cleaner way to do it. But is it really? Brush, it's more how I feel that I can do that. I can actually use just a WAV file and it's much more quicker. But guess what, Brush? It's much more how it is. But guess what? I mean, make sure I understand. I make sure that I just go and see what's happening around here. I mean, now that's something freaky, man. I mean, why isn't it never working, mate? I mean, look at that. And the pad volume over here. I want to see this pad volume over here. The pad volume, huh? I mean, what is it? I mean, what is it with you, mate? I mean, where are you? Look at this, mate. And this one over here is something, huh? And why aren't you working? I see your license needs to be refreshing, huh? I have to refresh the fucking license, huh? See, whoa. And I have to refresh the license of the actual synth Avenger over here. See, that's different. I see, that's why. So Avenger synth makes you have to, let's say, refresh its systems. And that's why the synth is never, I see, that's why the synth was never working in the first place. I see now, I see, please revert, I see it says, please reload your door now. I have to reload the door, huh? I'll go and reload the door then. I'll go and make another file. Well, there you go, huh? I mean, whoa! What the fuck's going on around here, man? Alright, now what I want to do is I want to make a track file. I realize now I do have the actual track file over here, but it's more how I need to try that. I need to try it, but guess what? It's more how it is. And it works. It works. Well, what I want to do is how clean it looks right now for me to just go and get the WAV file. I get the WAV file and I just do that. I mean, guess what? Well, it's more how the track is, but nobody's fucking remixing that except I. Or actually, it's more how I feel that I just go and let it be. And what I want to do is go and see how it is. Or actually, it's more how I feel to go and just go and do pattern mode. Or Jesus Christ says over here, I see how pattern mode WAV files, or Jesus Christ wants to work on the WAV file only. Or Jesus Christ wants to work on the WAV file, because it's more enough. See that WAV file here. I'm going to open a WAV file over here, and I just work on it like this and put it together very quickly, is what Jesus Christ is saying. And that's something different where I can do that, and it's all together already. It's something new where I can go and do that. I'm going to make a 16-bit version over here. Let's have a look. It's something different. It's so easy to put it together. I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ says that that's what he does. And just one WAV file, and boom, 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 boom. And boom, boom, boom. Everybody say, ayo, ayo. Now guess what? It's more how I feel. And I feel that just one WAV file is so easy to deliver that content. It's so easy, man. It's all done for me already. It's all done for me already. And it's so clean. I don't have to fucking go all the way in those files to do all that. I can make these files quickly, man. Let's have a look. It's much more worth it. It's much more worth it. And that's like locked bits from before, where I understand I was doing a lot of, let's say, these mashups with whatever it is. And I'm getting certain aspects of the track and doing volume automations around here. And that's exactly what this is. I'm making sure that no matter what, I can learn quickly of my own, helping myself to succeed. But I do it in 16-bit WAV files always. I make my music in 16-bit WAV files from Audacity first. And then once I export my nice and beautiful track files list in terms of all the 1-hour tracks that I make and more from FL Studio, then I connect it together into a mashup inside Audacity. which goes into a 16-bit WAV file, which goes back into the FL Studio, which makes my nice and beautiful 3-minute tracks and 6-minute tracks and 9-minute tracks and mini mixes. And then from that point, I make sure that no matter what, I let it be. And I create all this with WAV files quickly. I mash it up together very quickly. And I use certain sounds from the actual WAV file is what Jesus Christ means. To use certain sounds from that, just little slices, which Jesus Christ says, yes. And that's excellent. I mean, or just little fucking WAV files here and there and do something different. Or that's something big, man. And now I understand straight away how I'm leveling up quickly. Yeah, to just do my music tracks very quickly with just one WAV file. And that's excellent, man. And guess what? Probably I'll make a new file then. Make a new track file altogether. I'm pretty sure I can do that always. And that's how it is. But guess what? I'll always save the file anyway. I save the package. I save the zip file always. I'll do something different. And I see how it's loading. I see my files are loading over here. But as it loads, I see straight away how I feel. And how I feel is just to go and do my life over here in different ways. I see straight away how I need to go and see what's going on around here in terms of FL Studio around here. See FL Studio is loading something, or is it? Is it? I mean, come on. I mean, I see straight away how I feel. So you have to understand that if you're feeling nice and beautiful in terms of your life, then you have to understand straight away how FL Studio is loading my screen over here. I can do it all in Audacity too. I can do all that in Audacity. I mean, come on. It's all one file, man. I mean, come on. I mean, business, man. I mean, business around here. I mean, business. And now I see straight away what I can do with one WAV file. I see straight away how that works. I see it works, man. I can see it a little bit that way. See, that's excellent. See, that's excellent for me. I'm leveling up quickly. I'm making sure I go use my nice and beautiful Dynatopia track over here. I just let it load, man. Let the actual 16-bit WAV file load into the actual software here. And let's see what I can do. I can do something definitely. And then as I do that, I select the whole track. I see the whole file. I see the whole WAV file. Which this guy says, yeah. So you see the whole WAV file, man. I mean, what do you want? I mean, do. Or actually now that's it. Or actually now it's more how I separate what I want from this one WAV file. Or actually it's more 3 minutes here and 3 minutes here and 3 minutes here. And this is my little mini mix from here. All in one WAV file. And boom, boom, boom. I realize now, I can see straight away and I can add new breakdowns into it. I can add something new of breakdowns and I can make a story out of it in one WAV file as well, which is nice and beautiful for me to do that. And as I do that, I do something different as well. I can see now what's going on around here. What's going on? I mean, come on, man. And it's more how I understand that it's loading, is it? Or actually, it's much more how I see that my WAV file over here, in terms of my actual Dynatopia, is a 2 GB file. It's a WAV file. Which that has to work, man. Although I see it's loading. I see it has to be loading, so let it be for a bit. See what's going on with the fucking, in terms of the fucking file. I love it. But guess what? I promise you, it's much more how FL Studio is totally brand new over here. And it's just like that, huh? Which is what I do is I let it be. I mean, that's freaky, man. See, I see it's more how Jesus Christ says, it's just the way it is. So what I do is I move on a little bit. I want to see now what's going on with this track over here. Why is it doing that? I'm saying now, since that's the case, making sure I have to create a 16-bit WAV file version for it. I have to create all these 16-bit WAV files. But guess what? Probably I have the other versions, man. I can put those other versions in there. I can put the 1 hour versions in there and more. I can put the around 1 hour versions in there in different ways. I have those files now as well. I did delete them from my software. But FL Studio somehow never places this music track inside the actual file. And why is that? I mean, come on, mate. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, it opens up the file, but the 16-bit file is what? I mean, guess what? I mean, let me just go and do that. That's so fucking weird, man. I mean, listen, I have that nice and beautiful way of life over here. Well, I want to see, is it working? I mean, is this working or what is going on around here? I mean, come on, man. I mean, why are you learning one aspect of life but you're never learning the other aspect? I mean, is it decoding this or what is going on around here? See, it has to load. I see it has to load the projects. See, it has to load the projects in MP3 and it works in MP3, huh? Or it's a memory, huh? I can still use the other waveform. I can use the other ones, so I have no worries about that. I can then go into fucking Audacity and just do Audacity then. I can make everything in Audacity. I can use other programs for this. So let's have a look over here. I see it's decoding. So as soon as it starts loading in FL Studio, then it's working. When it starts loading, but if it's never loading in FL Studio, I mean, if you're dropping your projects into FL Studio or your WAV files into FL Studio and it's never working in terms of a processing decoding manner of a processing dock that shows you that it's loading, then it's never fucking working. Now, I see that, I make sure that no matter what, I see how I just go and grow myself differently and I make sure that I have more enough success all the time. But remember how I was over there at Centrelink in Fairfield and I was looking at Xena and Hercules. I see from that point I was actually communicating a lot with myself over here. I was talking a lot with myself over here. I can see it. Actually, in that time over here, I was starting to talk a lot with myself over here. I can see that. I can see over here, I understand straight away I was talking to myself a lot about life. And I can see straight away how much growth that is, and that's all communicational skills I'm doing now. I can see straight away how kids are growing. They're growing because they're talking a lot of words. And that's why I was slowing down my life over here. I was slowing down my life at the age of, let's say, 12. And at the age of 12, I can see it. I mean, my life was slowing down. I see now, anyway, so what's going on with this is I realize that it's somehow loading, huh? See, it's loading. I see the whole fucking project's loading like this. So that's the case, huh? Oh, I realize now, I can see straight away how FL Studio has to load. And as you load everything, I can do everything in Audacity as well. So what I do is I let it be. I can see how FL Studio is like this, huh? I mean, come on, man. I mean, it does it to MP3 files too. Actually, now, guess what? Actually, I'll let it be. Actually, why is it doing that, man? And that's the thing, huh? It's more how FL Studio is fucking up on me like this. See now, let it be. I see Jesus Christ is saying, now that's something, a big problem that I have, man. I mean, whoa. I mean, I'll move up. I'll let it be. That's an MP3 file. That's an MP3 file. I realize now, let it be. I realize that what I can do is just play around with it a bit. And it's taking so long to upload. I'll restart my computer. I can restart the computer. So Audacity, I can make it Audacity. Or Jesus Christ says, go make it in Audacity. I mean, go do something in Audacity. I'll go see Audacity over here. I open up the file. I open up the whole file in Audacity. I make everything cuts, everything in Audacity over here. And let's have a look. Audacity is fucking beautiful, man. Audacity is fucking loading everything simply into the program. Or whatever I need, I mean, Audacity has it. Look at Audacity, I mean, professional software, huh? And it's an audio software. And you can slice and merge audio. You can make audio, and as Jesus Christ is, I've already just one nice beautiful video program right here with audio program. Oh shit, boom, boom, boom. Oh shit, that's excellent, yeah. I should make an editing video software too. Then it actually stands much more. That's more value. Anyway, they can integrate. Jesus Christ says that they can do it with audio programs like this one, and they can make an interface over here, and then they can do some editing tools, and boom, 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 and export the video and import the video, and there you go. It's very simple. It's very simple, but now I see what I can do too. I can make something like an Audacity version here, and do that. I can do it. Jesus Christ says, it's more how you do it. I can do it. I can get somebody to make an Audacity type of version with a video file, And literally, there's always these files around anyway. I can see that what I do is I make sure that what I want to do is a greater way of life for myself. To just keep talking and talking and talking while everything's happening for me differently, and making sure always, making sure always to go and deliver content. But as I deliver content, I make sure I'm learning. I never hate you. I never fucking hate you. I understand that what's important, although, is making sure I have a greater life. And the greater life of what? I mean, the greater life of everything is nice and beautiful for me to deliver content. If you're delivering content, then make sure that you have more enough success. And that's a beautiful photo. I'll show you guys to see this. See, that's a beautiful photo there. See, wow. See, that's beautiful. See, especially how I can see that. I'll move up. I'm brushing now. I have Audacity. See, Audacity is working for me. And it works for me here. I'll just go and do everything with Audacity now. I'll go and export all my content into Audacity. And I'll go and work on all my 6-minute files and 3-minute files and 9-minute files and mini mixes. And also anything that's, let's say, a nice and beautiful way of life like that goes into Audacity from now on. I'm just going to do for Audacity. And let's have a look over here in terms of what I can do. Alright, now anyway, I can talk straight away as I go record everything. So what I want to do is I can go into certain aspects of this track and I can just see exactly what's happening. I can see the actual WAV file here as well. And that's the whole point. And the whole point is making sure that you can go and record whatever you need to do. And you have to learn and you have to speak while you're actually doing your content, regardless of what's happening. So that's the whole point, guys. So let's have a look. I see that's the actual nice beautiful intro there. So making sure that what I want to do is I want to start off with a nice beautiful program over here. I'll make sure that what I want to do now is just go and focus upon making my energy track. Make the energy track, but why the energy track first? Well, the energy track is more how it feels. Actually, it's much more how it is, huh? I can make it start to finish, but guess what? Probably I'll make the energy track first. And that way I'm focusing on just exporting that energy track. But it's more how it is. I realize Jesus Christ says it's much better for me to see that Jesus Christ says start from where you want. And I start from where I want now. So I'm staying now to just see what's going on over here. See, so what you can do with the nice and beautiful, let's say, Audacity over here, is you can click on the actual file of the WAV file, and it has a nice and beautiful pointing finger that you can highlight, or you can actually highlight the actual track, and it repeats itself as well. And as it repeats itself, it goes into the nice and beautiful Audacity over here, and you go into a different file over here, and it starts really, let's say, playing just that highlight. And now you can also loop it as well somehow. So I'm actually understanding straight away where I want to start my music track. So I can start it right here, and then it goes into a nice and beautiful file. I mean, that's amazing right here. But hold on, I can start from here. I mean, do I want it like that? Probably that's nice and beautiful right here. Alright, now I want to start right here, and then let's have a look at this. And that's something beautiful right here. I mean, guess what? I should give it. I mean, give it a little bit of space over here. Make sure. Start with the piano right here. And I make a cut, baby. I mean, cut the baby. I mean, guess what? I have to make sure I can cut this. So let's have a look. See, Alt A is to select all. What is going on right here? Now, how do I cut this now? I have to cut this part over here. I want to trim, baby. I have to trim that. But what I want to do is I apologize. I'm going to undo that. I see, so it does make a cut. It does make a fucking cut right here. What I want to do is I want to split the program over here, but let's see how I split it. So this is a selection tool right here. And that's the audio trim file. And this is to split the program. And let's have a look. I mean, if I highlight this, for example, and I go and split the program right here, and that's splitting the program right here. And let's have a look on it. And that's how they do it, huh? So that's how you split the program. I mean, you have to remove the audio part from that, and then it splits the program. So you just select what you want and then it happens. Let's have a look at this now. And that's how it is. So then you have to understand straight away how to enable yourself to just go and dwell with something about life over here. And I'm saying that is nice and beautiful for me now. When I'm saying so, that's how you trim. And then the actual audacity just goes into where you need it to go in different ways. But now, when I'm saying what I do is that I can highlight something different and I can click the file over here and I can just eliminate the file altogether. But that's the thing, yeah. First now I want to see how I can undo that. I can make sure that I can see straight away this over here is copy, and this here is paste, and this here is something different, but I just go and undo that, please. And that did get rid of everything. See, silence audio selection is where it silences the audio there, or the trimming of audio outside selection, something different. I'm making sure that I'm just returning everything with the undo button. See, that one's different. I'm making sure that what I want to do is I can see straight away how that is. I'm learning quickly upon how everything is over here. I'm learning to see the selection tools over here and what's going on around these tools of Audacity. I'm just looking to just help myself to succeed. I mean, that's the whole point, yeah? And the whole point is making yourself successful. But if you can make yourself successful, then you deserve everything. And now, that is how I zoom in. I can see straight away this part over here somehow. I can see a part over here. See, now where did I make that kind of time bar, which is right here, man? I want to make sure. I mean, what happens is, you can zoom into a part that you have to in terms of life to make sure that you are actually placing your nice and beautiful cursor on top of the actual nice and beautiful Audacity over here. I'm just going to make sure I can go record my Audacity screen over here, so I can see exactly what Audacity can do. I actually see that I can see that automation clips are all different now. So everything is different with Audacity over here. I'm making sure I can zoom in and zoom out. I can see straight away how to go and do this. So let's have a look at this. And that's that. Alright, so here it is. And that's where it is. I'll make sure anyway that what I want to do with this part here is something different. I want to make a time marker. Now I want to make a time marker in this. So what I do is I have to go view, and I have to go and do something to make a time marker around here. I'm making sure anyway I'm looking for just some ideas around here to make sure that I can have a broad range of whatever I need. I have plenty of time to do this. I'll make sure anyway that what I'm doing is I'm learning a new software over here. I'm learning something new now. Make sure anyway that what I want to do is keep going. I see redo trim audio. So redo trim audio right here. I see straight away how I feel about that. I see skip to, I see track size. I see recording, I can scan, I can do something else. I can see straight away how I'm just feeling to just go and do something new that I've never done from this nice and beautiful point of view. And that's all different. So what I do is, let's say it's all different. I mean, that starts from that kind of track. So a little bit, let it play out a bit. I'll let it play out a bit. And just play, I've been playing out the track a bit and see what it does. And let's have a look. I mean, that's that. I mean, now I want to just do this, man. I mean, right here, I want to go to the next part right here. So from this point on, I mean, listen to me now. Actually, there's something fucking different about this, man. Actually, this right here is something I want to trim over here. But this is something I have to trim right here. And that's something different right here. And I'm not saying that anyway. What I do is I have to trim that audio piece of equipment. So to trim this, I mean, it does fucking trim it. But then if I can just go and do this. Oh. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I just did trim it. But now, it never splits it. I have to split the audio, man. I have to split the audio somehow. So to split the audio is like that. Oh. I mean, why is that? Why is it doing that to me? But that's splitting the audio, man. And that's how you split the audio, like that. And why is it doing that, though? I want to fucking do something different. And this one here, something different I can do. And that's selecting the audio, man. And that selects the audio, but the thing is, right here, is no. And that's different, man. Unfortunately, this one here is a multi-tool or something in terms of selection right here. But the thing is, I want to be able to go and split it instead of fucking silencing that. And I understand straight away what I mean. So I was like, go and understand that. And you can double click the pad to zoom out, and it always zooms out for you in different ways. So there we go. I'm just making sure I'm looking at the different types of ways my audio in terms of Audacity is working, but I'm learning the software quickly. I'm making sure anyway that what I want to do is I learn quickly upon how that goes. I mean, now since that's the case, I'm learning the software anyway. I'll just move on. Watch now. Anyway, from that point, or else I want to cut this part. But let's have a look over here. I mean, how do I unselect the tool over here? See to enable click play. Let's look over here. And that's different now. See now, I see pin head. See pin head or something. I have a pin over here. Now the pin over here is what? And what the fuck is a pinhead? And look at that. And what? And there's a pinhead over here. I mean, I can enable a pin playhead, and I can update the screen over here. That's what's going on. And I can enable quick play. I mean, now quick play is something, for fuck's sake, I don't need that for now. See, split. Oh, that split is split, man. But now that split is right here. What the fuck? And that's an audio trim. That's an audio trim right there. And that, what is this? Oh, what did you do? That's a paste tool, man. That's fucking pasting something, man. And this one is doing something. And that's fucking fit selection tool. And that fucking went all the way, like a fit selection tool, all the way into the fucking highlight over here. I'm getting somewhere. And that's all. Going into the fucking out. I mean, that's all fucking, let's say, gone all the way out there. Actually, now this one's going all the way in. You just zoom out a bit. And that's what I mean. I can see that. I can see that. But I want to be fucking able to split the project, mate. I see straight away now. What I can do is see exactly how to do that. Which there is a way to fucking do that. And it's more how I understand straight away how I can use Ableton, man. I straight away. I can use other pieces of equipment over here, but a little bit I keep using Audacity for now. I see a draw pencil tool. What the fuck does this do? Which that's fucking different, huh? I see now they want me to just go in individual samples over here to do something with that. That's all different. I'm learning very quickly upon how much greater I feel about life. And this is something like an envelope tool, which does something to. I see the envelope tool is something that makes it smaller and bigger like this. That's something different. I can do that. It makes it all different for me. And what else? I mean, what else do you have? The envelope tool is nice and beautiful. See, that's a highlight tool right here, man. And the highlight tool is something that you can just highlight right here, and what you can do is you can go and silence it right here, or you can start playing it again. Or you can do something is you can undo that part right there. But the thing is that you can slice it, and you can solo and mute the track file, and you can select the file as well. But this file right here, I want to make sure that it's something I can slice into whatever I need. And that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. I can see what that does. But there's another version of something I need to do. I can slice that tool right here. So just cut it, man. And that's the thing, yeah? So as I cut it, understand how I can draw a pencil tool on it. So it's more how I have to go edit and select view track files over here and just see exactly what this can do. So I understand straight away how I can do a greater job for myself to just be able to learn the device. And as I've learned the device and whatever's happening over here, I'm learning different aspects of something. I see the pen is right there. I can use the pen. I can use a center or left pan or right pan. And I can resample something, like what? And that's resampling audio technician stuff. And I can solder, I can put a plug here or something. And what's this? I can place a plug in here, man. And what the fuck is that? Let's have a look. Ha! There's a fucking plug in there. Now that'd be that way. I can place a little plug in there. And what I do is I can trim the audio. I can just silence the audio there. Watch, it's fucking gone. Watch, that's it. Watch, although that's the thing. I'm learning different aspects of life. So hello. I can record something too. I can record something with this, and let's have a look. What was recording? I say anyway. So that's the thing, yeah. So with the nice beautiful content over here that we have, is you can go and dwell upon tools, and you can go and see the tools section over here, and you can configure something to help yourself to grow differently, and you can add some contrast, and you can find the clipping of your audio effect. You can repair or reverse. I mean, you can reverse something, and you can change the speed or the pitch, and that's the thing, yeah. There's more happening. I mean, there's more happening over here. But if that's the kind of audio, I mean, how do automation clips? How do you make more? I mean, how do you make the automation clips? I can stretch out the file as well. Stretch out the file here. I'm learning what different types of, let's say, audio stuff that can happen with this. I can minimize the file to make it look smaller and smaller throughout the mix. I can then resize it as well. And what else can I do? I mean, that's the thing, yeah. Pinhead as well. I see a pinhead. I see this one here is options to playback level. I have playback level with different gradients and different linears and decibel places, which is dB. Now focusing on the multi-tool is right here. And what's the multi-tool, man? I mean, multi-tool is something different. If you're working on multi-tool, you're looking for that nice beautiful attitude over here to see exactly what is happening. But if you're doing the split version again and again and again, and you place it as a split version, which that's the thing, man. I can trim that audio there. I can remove audio totally from the mix. But if I'm removing the audio from that fucking mix already, I just connect the fucking mix together in some other ways. And have an automation clip. I mean, where's the fucking automation clip? How do you make an automation clip right here? That's different. So automation tools are where? I mean, I can go and see quick help as well. About life. And let's have a look. Analyzing tools. I see the macro and apply button over here. I see now, no matter what, I can see straight away. I'm doing greater to just add my value over here, but the thing is now, I want to tackle the software over here. But as I tackle the software, I can plan around the software, I can see what else I can do. And I can see straight away how I start monitoring stuff over here. I see the help sign over here. I see the help sign. I see nah. Whereas now I realize I'll go to effects over here for a shoe. It's more how I need to create an automation clip. But let's have a look. I mean, do I need to create an automation clip? Actually, I want to find out. Does it have it? I want to find out where that is. For sure, let's have a look. For sure, it's more how with the automation clip, I realize you can go and just mute that track, or raise this volume, or something like that. Or that's all different. But the thing is, right now, I see a limiting effect with Audacity right here. See, something's limiting I over here. So what I want to do is I want to let it be. I want to move on. Make sure I'm never limiting I here. I'm learning the regional spectrum of whatever's going on with Audacity here. I'm learning to just go and let it be. I'm making sure that no matter what, I can see straight away how I can cut, I can delete this. And let's have a look at this. I go and cut, I can delete. And that's it. Gosh, that's it. Gosh, that's working. And that's fucking still working like that. But let's have a look at this, for example. I mean, if I duplicate this, then you can fucking actually select the actual highlight of this. I can select this and I can fucking duplicate it. And let's have a look. I can say I can fucking duplicate the file, man. I can duplicate that file and it goes fucking underneath now. And that's if fucking goes underneath. I mean, what does it do now? Now that's something different over here. I have a waveform. I have what else? I have wave color. I have instrumental. I see split stereo track, baby. And here it is. I mean, look at this. I say yes. I mean, that's where it is, huh? I say now you're doing much better. I say now, here we go. What you need to do? You need to fucking click here, and I see it's right here, man. I have to fucking split the stereo track, man. What the fuck's going on now? Well, let's have a look. Say, oh. Say, now I did split the actual stereo track. And that's a stereo track. See, a mono track is one track. Let's see, a bit better than that. See, you can make a stereo track together. And now it's together, huh? See, stereo track has a double effect. I see that. See, I'm learning about different wave colors and wave formats. See, I see you can split stereo to mono. And mono tracks is what? I mean, what's a mono track, man? Oh, let's have a look over here. I mean, there's a, let's have make a stereo track. See, now you can make a mono stereo tracks always. See, multi-view. I mean, multi-view is fucking something different. You have multi-views over here as well. And you can see multi-view in terms of exactly where you are. In terms of the track. So as you highlight the track, you can highlight differently in terms of what's happening over here. So let's have a look. I'm making sure anyway. I'm never limiting myself in terms of what I can do. Well, I'm drawing something different. I'm drawing something else. Let's see what's going on out here. And that's the thing, yeah, I realize I never talk to those people because I see straight away who they are. Make sure I love everything. I'm making sure I'm learning how to quickly summon. If you want, I realize if you want to go and make a nice and beautiful, let's say, progress in your nice and beautiful Audacity, then if you want to remove the top half of the cursor where there's a highlight with the cursor, then just go and click on the audio track. And that's how I understand straight away now. Upon that, what else? I mean, where's the actual, for fuck's sake? I mean, where's the track over here? And how do I do automations? And that's all different. See, that's pan, left and right, center. There's a pan right here. Is the left and right is pan, and this is the decibel gain and minus over here. So I'm understanding that right now. I focus upon understanding that. Since I have that, I focus on seeing over here. I have the rate performance. I have format, which is 32-bit file right now. I have different aspects there, but guess what, Roshi? I see the name over here. I see you can name it differently. And what else can you do? See, it's more like that, huh? Roshi, if that's it, Roshi, I see there's a limit there. Roshi, although, guess what, Roshi? It's more how I feel. So just let it be. Focus on making sure I can go around it. I can focus on understanding that now. Since that's the case, I want to move on. I want to move on from this. Alright, now I want to make sure I can go and do something else. Make sure that no matter what, that for now, I can let it be. I can actually make my track anyway on this right now. Make sure that I can go and do something different. And that's the thing. I mean, how do I do that? I can go and export the actual wave file of the track. I can export the wave of the track. I can go do something else to make sure I can see the mix. I can see the mix, and I can go and do that in FL Studio. I can use FL Studio as my audio, let's say audio nice and beautiful automation clip. And I see FL Studio is so much better for me to use, but FL Studio is lagging a little bit. So what I do now, so what's the auto duck? What's that auto duck, man? I see what's an auto duck, man. I see auto duck is what? I mean, let's have a look. I mean, it can be a fucking automation clip. I mean, let's have a look. I have no idea, bro. And that's something different. When I'm looking at this kind of auto duck kind of thing. So let's have a look over here. It's a beat finder. Something different. See, I can label sounds at peak levels. I realize what else can I do? I see I could use macros. I can apply macro over here. So insert, man. I mean, whoa, what are you about with this information, man? Whoa. I mean, guess what? Partiality. I can solo the track. I can mute the track. But guess what? Partially, it's much more how I feel. To be, I realize it's more how I feel to just be. I focus on saying that now for myself over here. I have more enough to go do this track for now. I can go and do my track now differently, but guess what? I should just keep going in a way that I'm just learning very quickly upon how to do this. I'm just going to understand how to trim it, and just going to start my track. But I realize anyway, that's it, I'm doing that. I see that multi-view stuff, I can never do that. I never need multi-view like that, man. And what else? What else do I have over here? So I have a wave format. I see a waveform is right here. See, now that's the spectrogram. See, the spectrogram is the red gram in terms of life. I see multi-view is something different. I go into the waveform only. And that way I'm understanding how I go and grow myself differently. And as I grow myself differently, I focus on something new for myself. And I just do the wave format. And what else, man? Or it's more how I feel. And how I feel is straight away. I understand. I can see the wave format. I can see that's different. I make sure I can see the select button here. A little bit that way. And what do I want to do now? Realize now that's the thing. Whereas it's very different now. I make sure what I want to do is learn how to use this a lot. Which it's very different for me to use this, man. I can do it. Alright, now that's the thing. It starts right here. It starts right here, and also the Audacity is just playing in the background as well as you're actually doing it. And that's how it is. I mean, just start it like that. Whoa, what's this, man? There we go. I want to do this. I want to understand straight away how you can mute and silence something as well. And that's how it's done. I'll move on from that. Straight away see it. Alright, from this point on, I want to just fucking silence this shit. Silence that. And then a little bit. And that's what I can do. I can silence the actual program over here. I can silence it, and then I can see the pinhead as well, where it's actually playing from. And what I'll do is move on in a way that I can see how to start my nice beautiful program. So I draw the pencil tool. What's going on around here? I mean, if you're actually trying to, let's say, remove the top cursor highlight, then you have to stop the program of your Audacity to be able to do that. Let's have a look now. I'm focusing on just using Audacity for now to just keep going. Let's have a look. Anyway, so what I want to do is I use the highlight tool. I use the highlight tool to be able to click on the waveform of my Audacity channel and channel racks over here, so I can do better. Alright, this content is going into my nice and beautiful live coaching, so you can see.